But interior design is about design. It's about functionality of a space. It is not about just the aesthetics. It's not just about looking pretty, or for superficial, materialistic, shallow people. That is such a lame, superficial understanding of design. Design is so badass, and design has a huge impact on the quality of your experience in a space. How calm and peaceful you can feel in an environment, what it can give you, how it supports you. It is a part of your experience. You have senses that are constantly receiving information from your environment. So the way that your environment is has a huge impact on your experience, on your lived experience every moment. It's pretty fucking magical. And the reason I think my interest in design came up is because as a massage therapist, as a yoga practitioner, as someone getting into somatic training and just movement in general, movement and everything, my interest is in how you take up the space in your body, how you use the space that your body resides in, how you use your body, how you hold it, what it can do for you and what you do to it. If your body's a temple, how are you treating this temple? How are you honoring it? And then on the flip side, when it comes to design, it's not how you use the space of your body, it's how you use your body in a space. And I think that concept is transformational. Your entire life can change when you realize that, one, not only do you have control over these things, but the really interesting thing is that I just love it. You as an individual, and I have this concept of divine separation. I love this idea where in yoga, I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but in yoga you have the idea of oneness, right? Self with a capital S, that yourself is a part of everything. Your ego and everything is an illusion, right? But I love coming at it with the idea of divine separation. This separation isn't just illusion. It's not just pain and suffering. It's not just falsity. It is exquisite. What a beautiful idea that we get to, for a short period of time, have a separate consciousness. I think it is so fucking cool. Now, with that separate consciousness, we are able to think and act and manipulate aspects of life around us. That sounds scary and it sounds like there's poor intentions there, but I'm not meaning manipulation in that. I mean that we are able to consciously control and alter elements around us to bring about a different result. That's pretty fucking cool. We get to think it through, we get to look at our environment, and we get to alter these different aspects so that our experience is changed, and our experience in our body and our moods and the activity of our nervous system and everything is different. The environment is different. It can bring out different aspects of us because we can feel safer. We can make an environment feel safer to be in, or literally safer, right? Designing things so that you're not going to trip and hurt yourself, right? Getting rid of safety hazards, which sounds very functional and practical and boring, but also so many doors here. So cool. The door is just cracked open with the possibilities that we have to impact our life and impact the quality of our life when we can pay attention to our environment, to the lighting, to the colors, to the textures around us, to the furniture, how much is in a space, what isn't in a space, and specifically us and our divinely separated experience, how we respond. Different than other people, but how we in particular respond to the different stimuli around us. We are opening a very big doorway by starting this conversation, and I think it is so interesting. So I used to have, well, not used to, I've had a few people, more if I told more people, maybe now, who when I mentioned that I own my own business and it's a wellness business and it's about, you know, like I said, the body, it's about massage and movement, how are you going to bring design into that? I'm really interested to see how you're going to make this work. But thank God for my clients. And I had clients who, when I talk about it, they're like, you don't need to explain anymore. This makes exquisite sense. This makes total sense. I totally get it. And I hope you get it too, because we're going to do some cool shit with this. I want to say one more thing here, which is just that this goes so much further than cleaning a countertop or sweeping the floor or aligning things neatly and getting rid of clutter. No hate to basic hygiene and organization at all. Obviously, they're great things. I feel like there's no argument against them. What gets to me, though, is I feel like these things end up being very, very glorified, and they become an entire focus in themselves. They're glorious in themselves, and they become a value judgment against other people if they don't prioritize it, if they don't do it the best, if they don't do it often enough, if they're, like, it becomes a petty competition between different people, who's cleaner, who's more organized and everything. But the fact that we can manipulate our environment to free ourselves from unnecessary bonds, I want to say, from unnecessary distractions, from petty concerns, there is so much potential there. And I think stopping at, yes, I can clean my space and know that I'm safe and, things are clean and whatever else that means to you. To tap out at that level, I think is such a shame, because there's so much potential for happiness and exploration and just being and experiencing your divine separation with utilizing your environment. So for it to be just about basic cleanliness and organization and getting rid of distractions simply so that you can be calm, I just feel like that's a very shallow understanding. Obviously, again, no hate, because it's basic, it's obvious, it's good. It's just, my next question is, what is it distracting you from? You know what I mean? You're cleaning things, you're organizing things so there's less clutter, so that you're not as distracted, so that you can relax. Relax how? What are you doing? What are you getting from it? What do you want from it? Is that it? I am cleaning these things so I can sit down and feel satisfied. And then do what? I'm cleaning these things so that I can do what next? Human potential. What's in you? What do you want to do? What can you do? What can you do in your space? What do you want to come to fruition? What are you going to do? What distractions are you getting rid of? And what are you going to put in their place? Are you just getting rid of distractions in your environment? Period. That's it. Or are you getting rid of distractions so that you can do this, so that you can implement this, so that you have room for this? Is this a negative thing, as in just getting rid of things, or is it a positive thing? Are you getting rid of these distractions so that you can build something in its place? And what is it that you're going to build? What are you designing? How are you designing your life? What are you designing it for?